So, dating life has been shit on quarantine. So, I guess that's true for all of us, even those who are not on quarantine or lockdown anymore. I don't know where you are. But when we stop and think about it, like Tinder was always a shitty app. It was always the shittiest thing to do when your last resort of sorts. So imagine having a fucking terrible dating life like Tinder, but make it worse, make it like zero. And that's what I'm talking about today. I'm just like fucking sick and tired of like trying to find a partner or even a friend on a dating app. I go to Tinder. So, what am I doing now? I'm just trying to find some friends on Tinder, and I just thought, man, is it hard to be transgender? Sometimes I saw like think it's a pretty bad thing. I don't like it, but I genuinely like being transgender. But sometimes you feel a little bit bad because you are transgender. It would be so much easier if you wasn't a transgender person. So and man, I mean, it's a sort of a funny story, but it's sort of sad at the same time because nobody talks about how transgender people are lonely and they are prone to loneliness and isolation by I mean, even if those people they don't have any prejudice against transgender people, this sort of people they're like they exclude you in other ways. Like I don't like to make comparisons, so they are like you were always a friend, like being transgender. When people don't actually want to kill you, people actually think you are a non-sexual, no, non-lovable human being. Like you can be just like the cool hip 50-year-old transgender uncle that has more money than the straights in your family because you think that's a gay stuff, I guess. So we're never with partners. People don't accept us. It's so bad, you know. Sorry, I'm stuttering. I get a little nervous, so I stutter, but it will pass eventually. So, anywho, and like transgender people can't be allowed, can't we have sex? Because, you know, guys, it's hard taking testosterone. It's weird for you because I'm basically a adolescent male of 13 years old who likes gets off on Chun-Li doing the helicopter leg spin stuff, you know, that sort of thing. That's horrible. So we have needs, desires. We are like other people. We want to have families and babies. Probably some people want to, but man, why do you deny that to us? So I'm not going to start texting here or a manifesto. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm just saying it sucks a lot. But giving a brief introduction on how being transgender is shit, I'll tell you my personal experience on Tinder. So I, as a transgender masculine person, I'm non-binary, and I had a video about it, but it's in Portuguese. If you don't speak Portuguese, I don't know. You're probably not one of my friends because all my friends watch these videos. Anyway, so I dated a guy for a few months, and I was like sort of married to other guy, both cis guys. And we had like I realized it recently. I had a poly relationship because I had this guy was my soulmate, my best friend, and we were like a married couple, but we didn't have sex. So we had sex with other boyfriends and girlfriends. And one of the reasons he didn't want to have sex with me, my soulmate, my best friend, is because you are a guy. I don't care if you look like a girl, you are a guy to me, and I'm not gay. So, okay, we settled with that. Everything was fine. I was very touched because I thought that was a great gesture of him. He really sees me as a masculine person, and that was amazing. But anyway, I had this relationship. That was the only relationship they they ended at the same day, so it was sort of weird. And since then, I haven't had any connection with anybody in romantic sense. I don't know, it never worked out. But it's hard to find a partner when you're transgender because when you're on Tinder, like we're swiping, like you are, whoa, this is great. I don't know, you find a cute guy. And I'm like, oh, I like movies and video games and anime. Okay, I think this guy might have something to talk to me because I just want friends. Anyways, I'm like, I'd say that I'm non-binary on my profile, but there's always some guy that will, what is non-binary? And I'm like, um, oh man, I'll tell you, man. After a while, after some years, because I came out 5 years ago, so I'm just tired of the same talks they give to transgender. It's like if you're a part of a minority, you might feel this too. Like you don't have to explain why people why they're being racist. They should know that. You know, they invented that shit. White people should know what is racism. You know, you don't need a black person or a Asian person to tell that you're doing shit because you are doing shit. You're white. You are automatically doing shit like straight people. I'm kidding. Only a bit. Because after 5 years of having to explain every person you have to interact with, like the girl at the drugstore, or I don't know, the guy comes and measure the light, the energy consumption every month. You don't like to explain to that guy why you have beard and you didn't have 3 months ago. You know, it's sort of a tiring thing. It's boring, and when the guy says that there's only two outcomes, the first outcome, they'll be like, oh, wow, that's cool. I respect you. I'm a very modern guy. I have an open head for new ideas. I understand, but do you have pussy? I'm like, okay, dude. Thanks, man. So the problem is the pussy, right? Let me tell this boy have pussy, but he's no girl. But guys can just understand that. That it's like, oh, but you're like, you are transgender, but you still look like a girl and have a vagina. Oh, that's okay. I can tap that. I can tap that. I guess I can. And just pretend it's a woman. It's a woman. It's just like a very modern, really, a really, a really modern person. So the guys were with that, but you were talking with the guy, and now he doesn't respect you as you are. You're like, man, I'm not a woman because you will not like when I walk up to you like in a dress and a beard in 4 months. You see, I'm not fooling you. I'm telling you the truth. I am fluid. I'm not a man, not a woman. So please believe me. But they don't believe. So you have to just okay, man, and another match because people don't believe you are what you say you are. They just like, I want that pussy, please. Give me that pussy, boss. Okay, I love Papa Franco. Rest in peace. But anywho, I lighted my cigarette, but it didn't actually light it, so we're gonna do it again. The second type of guy is sort of like, oh, okay, so you a woman? No, like I'm transgender. What is a transgender? I'm like, okay, man, unmatch. Or the guy will follow up, okay, but nothing in my ass, okay. I'm like, oh man, that's horrible. Like it's more than not being a person. You are now a complete sex object. That's horrible. Or whether you are in, some guys get really like that doesn't exist, or all the transphobic stuff that's expected because when you're dating you as a transgender person, you have to think like, oh my god, will this guy kill me on the first date? Like, when can we have sex? If we have multiple dates, like Maybe when he actually has sex with me, the guy will beat me to death. I don't know, man. It's that first, so you think too much about your security most of the times too. I don't like to match with two tough guys or guys that look like they drink a lot or guys that look like they have a very violent lifestyle, like fighters. I don't know. You make these poor assumptions thinking of your security, but one can never know. But I actually made a friend on Tinder. That's a complicated case. I guess it's complicated for me, not for him. But he's a real nice guy. But I don't understand the dude. But the other guys were kind of weird because I had a video call with the guy once and I was like, man, most guys treat me and have like different conversations where they know I'm transgender or modern, but they talk about the same topics. Like some guys want me desperately to play League of Legends. I hate League of Legends. He spent all the time I talked to him to make me be his support on could you be more sexist than that on a game? No, you can't. So I unmatched him, and then there was the guy who was like his pictures were pretty okay. He was like a regular guy. So um, when we entered live, man, the dude started first second talking bad shit about his ex-girlfriend, and I'm like, oh man, is this what I'm worth? A sounding board. Oh man, transgender life is fucking hard. But but yeah, and then he looked like a dog and I was a bone or a turkey, something like that. And I was, man, that's you know what those guys when you kiss them they like drool and they get drool all over your face. That's disgusting. He looked like that sort of guy. He was drooling, man. And I was like, "Babe, come on, how difficult is being transgender? I mean, being a cis woman, I guess, because cis trans girls get so much shit. I guess more shit than me. Yes, yes, they do. So, and I'm like, my God, it's so hard, to find someone that cares about you a bit, and I don't know, and guys getting horny. I hate when guys get horny because sometimes you just want to talk like okay stuff. I don't know, guys can sext, man. They just can't because it's a build up. It's like a fucking soap opera. You go and develop, or I don't know, an European movie. Because if you want to have sex, you are on Tinder. You want sex, man. I'm sorry. I know you said you think you only want friends, but you want to fuck. So you go to Tinder, even if it takes like a year, two, or one night, but you want to have sex with that person. You think about that when you choose their picture. But guys are like they can't build up stuff, and I said cis guys because I only matched with cis guys because trans people I guess they want better looking people, and I think if you can respect me being trans and then judge my beauty, okay, if I fail at beauty, no problem, I mean, but transgender stuff hurts a little bit. Anywho, guys, they don't even ask exactly what you are like as a human being. I'm not saying like cis or trans. Like, hello, are you ready for some hot sex? I'm like, like, dude, you like Naruto, and your hobby is to play like cover versions of anime on a guitar. I don't know, and your favorite band is like Guns N' Roses. What's your problem? I don't wanna have sex with that guy, not without any personality. Personality because we have another accent. A guy that has no personality traits at all. Like, I can't see anything from your profile. How am I gonna have sex with you, man? Not at all. But some guys are even smart. They're like, oh, so like movies. And we talk about movies. Blah, 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 blah. And then, like on the second day, out of nowhere, you guys are talking like of fries, your favorite recipe for fries, and the guy's like, so I love my fries with a touch of barbecue. It's most delightful. So, pics of your pussy or did it happen? Man, I thought you were cool, you know. I mean, I'm talking to this because sometimes guys take a time to reply, so you take like 2 days. It's actually 2 hours of conversation, and I'm like, man, could you wait a little bit, please? And no, we were doing good, and then you made it 2 days, but no. And you have to accept that, and that is the most common path because guys are like, oh, I'm gonna be cool, I'm gonna be awesome, I'm gonna. But there's a limit they can't get anymore, and they have to just put out a sex fucking joke, actually asking for pics of your tits. And I'm like, oh man, objectified again and treated as woman. Oh my god, that is so fucking sad again. There's like some guys, they have like serious mental issues like depression, anxiety, and unbridled rage because they're merely, I am a cis guy, I have jazz hair, I have a beard and no respect for you. Of course, there's the horny guys, the fetishes like, oh, so you're trans? Oh, that's amazing. Oh, oh, I'm a super fan of transgender people. I fucked 3 trans guys. Okay, fascist. Okay, objectified again. I don't think that's much better than being identified as a woman, but as a fetish, I guess it's even more aggressive than just plain transphobia. I mean, this is a type of transphobia that kills. So when people are like, oh no, but I fucked a transvestite yesterday. I'm not transphobic. I'm like, may your wife never know that. May your wife never know that, my friend. May your wife. So there's like the woman. The woman is the worst in my heart because I am pansexual, but I like more man, trans and cis man. But and but I really fell in love with some woman, with some women. I really fell in love with some women a few years ago, and I had this capacity of falling in love with women like instantly. With men, it takes a while, but with women, it's like poof. Oh, she's so pretty. I wanna marry her. But no, when I go to the gender as a lesbian, cis woman, I get like super cute girls. Like, oh man, the guys are like, oh, I work with an Uber. I'm a Uber driver, and I'm like, okay, that's a honest job. And then they say they're like, I don't know, this is because if they were loaded by driving an Uber, but they're not. It's just a thing of status for these guys, not for the rest of humanity, but for these guys. Being an Uber driver is like being a doctor, a physician. So I don't understand. There's this beautiful woman, like huge black hair, tattoos, and she has a doctorate on physics, and her hobby is to climb mountains, and she likes French cinema and nouvelle vague, Japanese nouvelle vague. So you're like, oh, that's the woman of my dreams. And then you match with her and you will talk to her, and 100 out of 100 times. Oh, darling, so you are transgender. Oh, suffer so much, my little child, my little transgender friend. I will make a support network for you. Oh, you're so cute. And I'm like, oh, oh, I'm glad you like me. I'm glad you accept me with your whole heart. But I was dating, man. I came here to date. So about the dating thing, like will happen or not happen. Oh, baby, it must be so sad to be transgender and have to suffer this loneliness all the time. Like, yeah, man, you get. Oh, okay. I will show you a friend of mine who is also transgender, and you two can talk about how bad it is being transgender. I'm like, oh my god, I'm pussy again. I don't know. I mean, you were between like extreme aggressiveness of man and extreme tenderness of woman. They like adopt you as a little person that need care, that needs care. I know I need care, but I need care with, you understand what I mean? So that's really frustrating for me. I just want to do stuff like normal people. Can I have like, I don't know, a one night stand? Can I have dates? Can some guy on the street look at me and appreciate my looks because I work hard for them? Yeah, I bought like, I don't know, $75 of face products last month just to make this face look okay after all the pimples and acne that testosterone gave me. Appreciate transgender people, yeah, because we cute, we weird, we're working hard, so it's nice to have a hard worker at your side. So please consider transgender people. And please, if you don't like, I'm not saying you have to like transgender people. I'm saying if you don't like, please say, oh no, I don't date transgender people. Okay. Oh man, I mean that's shitty. Okay, I wish you could change your mind. I wish you could make a whole essay about it, explaining why your view is shitty. But okay, let's just leave how we are. Can you please just say it so I can like not have any hopes or any of our friends? So please tell us. I don't care. I don't care. I'm used to it. But yeah, imagine so your life is quarantined all the time because you are transgender. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you.